Hey everyone, I hope that you're having a wonderful day today. Do you know about Grace's Giving Grocery? It's right here behind me, a program that we have, an opportunity that we give you. Here's how it works. You bring in $2 and you put it in this little envelope and you drop that in the offering plate, and then you can grab one of these bags that's pre-loaded, pre-shopped for you with some goods that would be helpful for a local food pantry. And after you paid your $2 or $4 or $6 or $8 or $10, you stick that many bags in the can there, and then they get donated to the food pantry at our sister congregation just down the road, St. John's on the hillside. I bring that up for you today, not just as a public service announcement, although I suppose it could serve in that way. I bring that up to you because it's one example of a way that God sets us up as Christians to be generous. And that's really the theme of our worship service this weekend at Grace. Love shows itself in generous giving. We can be generous like supporting a food pantry. We can be generous in the way that we offer our time to those around us. We can be generous by taking the things that God has given us, using the gifts, whether those are financial or otherwise, and putting them into use and practice for the good of those around us. In the gospel that you'll hear on Sunday or Monday night, if you come to Monday night service, that gospel will show the widow's offering, that though there were many people lined up, Jesus showed his disciples the many people that were lined up to give generous gifts to the church. They were dropping large bills into the offering plate, but then Jesus had his disciples pay attention, not to them, but to the widow who put in the 2 small copper coins. She gave everything she had. She was being generous because she trusted in her Lord and gave what she had for a good cause. God gives us an opportunity to be generous, not just because it's good to be generous, but because he has been generous to us in the best of ways, giving us plenty, providing for all our needs and many of our wants, but I'm not even talking about that. Our God has been most generous to us by sending his son to be our Savior, by giving of himself, by giving himself to be our substitute and Savior. Jesus bled and died and was the most generous that could ever be, giving us the best gift of all, everlasting life with him in glory. And now in turn, because our God has been generous to us, we can be generous back to him in our offerings given at church and in the way that we use our money, our time, talents, and treasures in service to one another. I hope that you can come and join us for worship this weekend. It's 7:45, 9, and 10:30 Monday night at 6:30. Love shows itself in generous giving. Have a wonderful day.